What is going on, boys? Welcome back to Scheme Kings, and this is going to be part 2 of my Lamar Jackson offense. Now, part 1 is up live on the main channel right now, so if you haven't checked that out, I would probably go watch that before this one, but honestly, they're just going to kind of build on each other, so, you can watch this one first if you are already here. Now, quick little update on how the channel is going, where we are going forward. Had my first stream of the day yesterday, guys. During the main part of the year, I'm going to be streaming, 1 to 2 times a week. I always want to show you guys these offenses live so you can see how I run them, see kind of more tricks, ask me questions. Just the start of the Madden season has been crazy with the release of the game. I've had 2 weddings. I have one more wedding next week, and I'm the best man in the wedding. It's like a 6-hour drive away. Then I got to drive 6 hours back. So it's just, it's just been a crazy, start to the year. But after next week is over, then my stream schedule is going to get much more tight and, consistent. And, I'm going to be able to just, really just dial in everything for Madden even more. So I'm really excited for that. Now, we have the Lamar Jackson scheme today. Next Saturday, you're going to get the Tim Tebow scheme. I'm actually going to do some defensive stuff in the middle of the week next week. And then the week after, so next Saturday, Tebow, middle to early of the next week is we're going to be starting defense. So I'm going to be doing the intro video for the defensive scheme that I will be releasing. We'll be doing a little break from the mobile QB offense just because it's been, a few weeks of the game out. I've been working on some defensive stuff. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. So do 3-4 videos on defense, then we'll come back to the offense. We'll finish with our last 2 QBs. Then we'll go back, finish the defense, and then we'll start a new offense. So that is the idea with everything coming up, guys. So bear with me. It's Madden 23 season. I'm almost done with my weddings, and then I can really lock in. So I'm excited. Okay. So that's all I kind of wanted to touch on. Let's get into this Lamar video. So for this scheme, we're focusing on 2 formations: pistol weak slot, then gun normal Y off close. Now, gun normal Y off close is probably one of my 2 favorite formations. My overall 2 favorite formations that I love in the Ravens playbook are normal Y off close, and I really love pistol strong. Pistol strong slot, which is the formation that we did Vic out of. So those are probably my 2 favorites, but it's all really good. So we have 6 plays we're going over today. Bunch of really good ones, all going to go off with everything that we learned in the main channel video as well. So the first play we're going to look at is in normal Y off close, and it is the play RPO zone peak. Now, if you look, there's quite a few RPOs in this playbook. There's zone stick. There's just a normal inside zone. There's power read, which we break down in the main video. Then there's RPO zone peak. Okay, so there's only 2 RPOs, and then there's the inside zone. Last year, there was even 1 or 2 more, but they did take some out. But out of RPO and zone stick, RPO zone peak, or the inside zone, I like the RPO zone peak the best. So we're going to quickly look at that. Then we'll get into more of the passing plays. Let's go take a look. All right, so for this play, we always want our bubble to the outside. Now, RPO. So what are we looking for? We can go to the bubble on the outside. When we want to do that is if there's no apex defender, if there's no defender over top of our slot receiver. So then if we only have 1 blocker with 1, defender, this player's in the box, then we can throw the bubble. Then we also have this backside post. It's not really a slant. A slant would cut like this. This is like a skinny post, which I really like because it's going to get deeper in behind linebackers. So if this player's covered, we're not going to look out here at the snap, but what we can do, we can keep an eye on these linebackers, and if everyone fires down, we can just throw the post in behind them. So we're just going to take a look here, looking at those linebackers, and we see how this player stays back? He's staying back. This player's staying back. Then we are just going to hand this ball off up the middle, get inside, pick up 9 to 10 yards, super easy. Then same thing. What do we see? We see there's a defender out over top of the bubble, so we're not going to look there. But what do we see? We want to look at the linebacker, safety, corner. We want to look at this side of the field and just really read these players. So what do we see? Linebacker doesn't fire down, but he shoots inside, and look at the safety. The safety's coming down to fill the run. So what do we have? Really nice pocket right there. We throw that little skinny post in right over the linebacker's head, get upfield. He misses a tackle, and we score from 26 yards out. Lastly, what do we see here at the snap? We have 2 players out, but look at where their players are. They're really, really deep. So now throw that bubble, get it to the outside, get it in a playmaker's hand. We pick up a block there, make a guy miss, pick up 7-8 yards, 6-7 yards. Really easy. So just really quickly wanted to go over that. So that gives us 3 different runs. We have the read option in the main channel video, the power read in the main channel video, and then this RPO. So 3 really good options out of these 3 formations. Oh, and actually I went over another run, the HB slam in the main channel video. So that's like 4 runs out of the 2 formations. Really good place to start. Okay, now we're going into pistol weak slot, and this is actually going to be a man beating setup. So it is going to be the play PA boot. Now I did go over PA boot in the main channel as well, but that was a zone beating setup. This will be a setup if they're just spamming man coverage, playing it an absolute ton. So let's go take a look at it. PA boot, pistol weak slot. Okay, so adjustments for this play. What do we want to do? Okay, so we're going to block our tight end. We'll get the running back adjustments out there, and then I'll show you. Is it going to... Okay. So one thing. So we're going to block our tight end first. But what we're also going to do, we want this outside receiver to motion in, but we still want him to stay on the right side of the field. So what you actually want to do is you want to take your slot receiver out. There's a little hidden motion here. And if you motion him out, it will actually bring this player in. So take your slot receiver, motion him out. This will bring this player in just 2 or 3 steps. Now what this is going to do, he is on this Z post, and I have short and elite on both these receivers right now. Right here and here. So when you motion him in, now your short in elite is going to activate on this Z post. So that is why we do that. I'll show you that in clips in a second. Then so motion this player out, bring this player in. Then we want to block our tight end, give us some extra time. Then we want to take our 2 running backs in the backfield and put them on out routes, but we want them to cross over the middle. So take your tailback, put them on an out route to the wide side, take your fullback, put them on an out route to the short side. So that is it. And we really want to look at the 2 running back routes first. So we're going to do that little play fake, and boom, what do we see? 2 running backs going out of the backfield, going each way, and you can just pick whichever one is open. Here the fullback is open, fire it in, make a guy miss, pick up 15 yards against man coverage. Here it is again, same thing. I think, yeah, we'll motion this player. See, we motion that player out. So this player is going to stay where he is, and this player is going to actually come in. So we snap the ball right here. We have our 2 running backs crossing, and I really probably should have went. Look at how open the running back is underneath. But this shallow cross, guys, also activates with our short and elite. So it's going to get pretty much automatic separation over the middle. The user, kind of played in between these 2 routes. He didn't take the running back. He didn't go to the cross. Now the cross gets in over his face. Fire that in. 15-yard game, break a tackle, turn it into like 20. Okay, here we go again, drop back, look at our running backs first. Now, once again, what happens? Boom, running back goes this way, user stays in the middle of the field. And you're gonna see this a ton, guys, because we have these 2 in-breakers. You can see this route starting to fire right here, the short and elite. But because of these 2 in-breakers, the user wants to stay and try to take these away. Then the running back is just gonna shoot out the other way, fire it into the flats, totally uncovered, make a guy miss, get up, pick up like 20 yards once again. Then lastly, we're going to look at the Z post, guys. Now I want you to pay attention on this route. It's going to fire because we motion him in short and elite, and watch what he does. Boom, up, then right there. See how it fires at the top of his route as he breaks, throw it in for 3-4 yards of separation, rack catch it, and we score 1 play touchdown from 24 yards out. Same route, watch over the middle. Boom, and right on break. See how it activates right there, and he cuts, fire it in as he cuts, keep it away from the defensive back, and we fire it in for a really nice game. So that is another really good man beater, guys. If you're playing at a pistol weak slot to use, that is going to work very well. Okay, now we're going to get into normal Y off close again, and we're going to go over the play escape. Now we actually have 2 different setups for escape in a row. One is going to be a man beating setup, and one is going to be a zone. So this is one of my go-to plays. I actually have a really good setup coming later. I'm going to do probably like a red zone video, and escape is a very good red zone play as well. So one of the better plays in the playbook that you guys are only going to see. So let's go take a look at it. It is very good. Okay, so escape versus zone. Now, against zone, we want our double side receivers to the short side of the field. Then against man, we actually want it flipped. Now, I did already show you guys the man beating setup in like my very first man beating video of Madden 23, but I'm sure a lot of you might not have seen it, or you might not remember, so I included it in this video as well. But this is going to be the zone beating setup first. So against zone, doubles receivers to the short side. Then you want to take the outside receiver and just motion him in. This is going to create kind of like a little stacked inside look, which is really, really nice, guys. Very, very tough. Now, for adjustments, we motion this player in, then put him on a streak or a fade, kind of mess around with it, see which one you like better. I kind of do both, so either one works, streak or a fade. Then this outside receiver here, put him on a streak. Then the running back, now this route the running back is on stock is like a whip route from the running back. And last year it was so good. I loved it. This year, the way pressure's coming in, I think it almost just takes too long to develop. So I just put him on an out route. So now we're just gonna have a flood to this side and just like a streak corner this side. It looks pretty simple, but it is very, very good. This corner route right here, guys, basically only gets covered by like man coverage or cover four, like cover four quarters, cover four palms. Against any cover three, cover two zone, it gets basically wide open every time. So right here, that is where we're going to look to first and watch the corner out. So this is going to be cover three, guys. So 3 high, 1, 2, 3. What do we have? This streak is going to get run off. The deep zone is going to get run off by the streak. Look at this. This is 3rd and 10. This player's playing at about 15 yards, and you are just going to easily get in over his head, fire it in along the sideline, toe tap it. It is just absolutely stealing. You can throw this on 3rd down almost every play. Really, really tough to stop. Here it is again in going into the red zone here. And now this is actually going to be cover 2. So what do we see here? 2 deep zone. So this works even better. Now the deep half is going to get pulled into the middle of the field. Look at this corner route just absolutely getting wide open. I actually left it a little inside so this guy had a chance. We actually kind of want to pass lead it out towards the sideline more. But look at that dot, 2 feet in the back of the end zone. Score from 30 yards out, easy touchdown. Okay. Now, the way to take that away, like I said, cover 2, cover 3, that's basically open every play. If they play some sort of cover 4, so what do we see here? 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. So now this player is going to match this corner route going to the outside. Watch, boom. You know, okay, there he doesn't even match it, but he does kind of run with it. The next play, he does match it. So keep that in mind. If you see 4 deep, I'm just going to come off it and we're going to look to the flood on the other side. We just want to read this flat defender. So right here, he bites down on the running back. So what do we have coming in behind him? Just the out route from the tight end, fire in the tight end, make a guy miss, 3rd and 24, and we pick up like, 19 yards on the play. We will take that. Once again, okay, let's look at the outside here. Watch the cover 4. He's going to turn, and now he's going to like match this route. So cover 4 is really where we don't want to go to that corner route. That's basically the only time. Then if we look over here, flat defenders dropping back. I think this is the flat defender. This is the deep blue defender. Flat defender, they're both staying back behind 10 yards. So just check it down to the running back, get it in a playmaker's hands, make a guy miss, get upfield, pick up 12, 13 yards. So that is escape versus zone. Now we are looking at escape versus man. Now, like I said, I did break this down already, but I'm sure, a lot of you didn't see it. So how I like to set this up is I want to have the double side to the wide side this time. Then we want to take the outside receiver, motion him in once again. But I want to either put him on a slant or a whip. Now I have clips of me hitting both, so you can kind of just play it by ear, see which one you like better. Most of the time I'll do slants just because I want to really isolate this corner route. Now, big thing to remember or know with this corner route is it does activate with short and elite, but only if you smart route it. So if it's 1st and 10 or under, you can smart route this route. It'll pull it back just like a yard. Usually it cuts at like 11. This will make it cut at 10 yards. Now when your player cuts, he'll get nice, easy separation to the outside. So that's where I want to look first. Oh, and then our other adjustment is I block my running back. Just give us an extra time. So right here, you're going to see, and he's going to cut right there. We're going to pass lead it up and away. This is actually like a dirty throw. Keep it away from that cornerback. Just drop it in the bucket and we score a touchdown there. Now watch Tyreek Hill, same thing, and boom. As he cuts, pass lead it out and away. Keep it away from that cornerback. Boom, stop and go. Make that guy miss. There we go. So the corner route is our first read versus man coverage. Then I like to look at the tight end. Once again, I'm running short and elite on our tight end. So watch this, boom. As he cuts, we see it activated right there. Throw it as he cuts. Really nice separation, and we lose him, pick up a 13-yard touchdown. Then we have our receivers. So here we have a slant over the middle right here. So boom, cuts out, lose this guy there, and we can just fire up and along the sideline, fire it in. But we do see sometimes, depending if the tight end gets jammed at all, runs into pressure, gets bumped, sometimes the tight end will take longer to get out in his route, and then the slant and the out route kind of go to the same area of the field. So that's not super ideal. So we can also go to the whip, and you know, if you watch my channel, I absolutely love whips versus man coverage. So watch this, boom, cuts in, cuts out, lose them by 3-4 yards, fire it in, get upfield, make that guy miss. I don't know why we just froze there, but you know, pick up a bunch of easy yards on the whip as well. So that is escape versus man coverage with the whip and with the slant. So you can do either. And then one more setup, guys, and we have Y stick dig out of gun normal Y off close. Very good deep passing play. You're gonna pick up a ton of explosive yards with it. Let's go take a look. So right here, we want to actually motion to trip. So we want our doubles receivers to the short side. Then we want to take, oh no, this is the wrong play. Okay, I'm out of order. We actually have mesh spot. So let's go take a look. I'm like, wait, this looks backwards to me. So Y stick dig is the next play. First, we have mesh spot. Really good play once again. Also though, so mesh spot. Here we actually want our double side to the short side once again. We want the same motion as escape. So now we're going to take this receiver, motion him in, and we want to put him on a streak. Before he's on like a fade, we want to put him on a streak. We want to pull back these deep blue defenders. Then the only other adjustment is I put Mixon, our running back, I put him on a streak as well. So in the middle of the field, it is going to be a mesh. What a mesh is when there's two drags coming across the field, meshing in the middle of the field. Then it's mesh spot. So what is the spot route? That is going to be this little spot route, hook route over the middle for Moss. So we're just going to have a mesh with a spot route first. So we'll break that down. Then we have this running back route that kind of sneaks up the field that we can throw in as well. And that's kind of the cool wrinkle in this play. So first, drop back, look at your mesh. So meshing slants in our drags in the middle of the field here and here. Now, I tend to throw the tight end first because it's harder to tell if triangle, if there's no hard flat, and it takes him longer to get over to that side of the field. So basically, I never really throw this route. I'm usually going to look to the slant route. If there's no one shallow here, just fire it in right away. Fire it right there, 2nd and 3, get upfield, pick up 6-7 yards. So that is the first part of the mesh. It's the two receivers meshing in the middle of the field. But what does that tend to do? What that's going to do is that's going to pull everyone out wide. So what do we see here? We see this player pulling out wide. We see the user getting pulled out wide. We see this player pulling out wide. Then what do we have? We have our spot route in the middle of the field. So look at this. Look at everyone split out. Everyone's getting outside. And what do we have? Our spot route just sitting down in the middle of the field. So that is why that spot route is so nice. One more time right here. Watch everyone just kind of space out, split out. Look at that. Outside right here. Boom. Pulled out. Pulled out. This player staying outside. And what do we have? Our little spot route just sitting down against zone coverage. So just fire in the spot route. Mesh spot. Super simple, super effective. But our one little wrinkle to make it a little better is this vertical route from our running back. So we can drop back, boom. What do we see? What do we see? We see, you know, drags. Probably could have thrown this drag in, but we see getting wide. Drag right here, getting wide. What do we see? Linebackers staying on the spot route. So what do we have? We have our streak pulling back the deep blue defender. Then we have our delayed streak from our running back getting out right in front of the safety. So now I want to pass lead this back and away, keep it away from the safety, and just drop it in right in front of him. That's a pass you really want to get into practice mode, really rep through. It's really good against single high where this safety is going to get pulled back by the streak, and then this route is just going to get out right in front of him. Get in practice mode, try the pass out a few times, practice really pulling it back and keeping it away from the safety. Same thing one more time. What do we have? Everyone gets pulled out. User stays in the middle because of the spot route. deep blue defender is getting pulled back by the the streak. So now we just throw the running back right in front of him, hit as he throws, break his tackle, pick up like 25 yards. So once again, guys, go into practice mode, really practice that, see if it works well for you. If it doesn't, if you don't like that throw, don't throw it, but really practice it. I think it's a really cool wrinkle to work in. Okay, then last play, we are going to look at Y stick dig like I thought we were going to do before. Right there, Y stick dig in normal Y off close. Let's take a look. Okay, so right here, doubles short side. Then we want to take the solo receiver, motion him over, create a trips look. Then for adjustments, we want the player we motion over, put him on a streak. Then we want to put our tight end on a streak. And we want to put our running back on either a hook or an option route. I usually do the option route, but just a hook over the middle works as well. So that is going to be it. Then we're just going to drop back here and I want to show you. So this works against cover 3 and cover 2, and it's going to be this wheel out of the backfield. So right here, we are going to look, and it is cover 2. Look at the cover 2 corner, fire inside. I don't know why he went in that much, actually. That was kind of weird, but that really doesn't matter. He's never going to get hands on the wheel. And now look at the cover 2 safety is going to get held inside. And now we can just fire this out along the sideline, beating the cover 2 safety to the outside. Then we can make him miss and we score from 40 yards out. So super easy. That was against cover 2. Now we're going to look at it against cover 3. So right here, cover 3. So what do we see? Deep third, deep third, deep third. This wheel route is going to get up and outside. This flat defender isn't going to turn and run with him, but now we have to throw it to a back shoulder throw. So we got to keep it away from this cornerback that's going to be driving back towards the ball. So look where I'm aiming that. Back shoulder, keep it away from that corner, fire it in, possession catch, catch it right along the sideline for a really nice gain. So that was cover 2 works. Cover 3 works. Then we can drop back once again, and what do we have? This works really well as well, guys. This is actually cover 4, and what you can do, we have this post coming in underneath of our streak. So this is our Z post, this is our streak. The streak is going to pull players back. This also works against cover 3, cover 2. Post is going to pull players back. Then the the streak is going to pull players back. Then this Z post is just going to come in underneath him, and you can just fire this in as he cuts. Keep it in front of those 2 safeties, throw it in over the user's head. A little bit of a risky throw. Once again, come in practice mode, try that throw out. I really, really like it though. That is why I kept that Z spot on the field, because you can just kind of fire it into that weak spot. Then last one, drop back. We look out here, because this was in press. Sometimes if they're pressing, they start shallower, so it's harder to fit this ball in there. So the back shoulder throw's not there. The user is getting under our Z post coming underneath him, but we just have our check down underneath, throw it to the running back hook, get it into his hands, make a guy miss, get upfield, and we pick up, 10, 15 yards on the play. So that is going to be it, guys. That is going to be part 2 of Lamar offense. 6, 7 more plays for you guys to use. Make sure you go check out the main channel video as well. And then we got some defensive stuff coming out on Wednesday. And then Tim Tebow will be coming out a week from today, next Saturday as well. So that is going to be it, boys. King Reggie out. Lamar Jackson out.